Good day and welcome to Obidate Family TV. The program now Hope Alive. Yes, Hope Day. P.O. tell us say make we dey get hope, and every day we will come out, reach every obedient wherever they dey, make we forgive them hope, because P2B is coming. We know that one. Plenty things wey be say we won't bring for this hour, especially make we have discussion with our people wey be say then they discuss every day for online and Twitter space and many other places where they send their messages to us. We go use this opportunity discuss with them, and we go bring that very matter, that controversial judgment from the Supreme Court where we say the one where they come from Lawal, will be the former Senate president. That one will they bring up because our people they ask many questions inside that. Now the recent judgment will be say Supreme Court don't give, and with that one they won't know the mindset of the Supreme Court. So that very one go bring and one dissect them how it take be, because they get split decision for that very case, and na 3 against 2. Waiting the other 2 people will be say na justice of the Supreme Court where they talk, because if you see their own dissenting opinion, their own judgment, it go surprise you say na just 2-3 people na they catch for that Supreme Court wey give Lawal that very judgment where EU they very interested on. With that very one, go also enter the issue of yes on Wike. We know say na election rigger in sell out Rivers State. Then tell and say making just get 25% of vote for Rivers State. He go sell the entire Rivers State go give APC. And you na go see say the cancer when in talk that very time don't enter in body, or rather in don't join the cancer as we know, and the cancer don't penetrate in body well. We go get to that very one also, and plenty other things we be say we go discuss for this hour. Inside the studio with me to discuss all of this, Angel there and Esther there.
Hello, Obedient Worldwide. Welcome to another Owenga show where we get fun this evening. Stay with us.
Welcome, my well-meaning Nigerians and lovely and intelligent Obedient Worldwide. Tell your neighbor, say, hope they alive. Yes, there is hope. We are getting close to the promised land. Welcome on board. Let's discuss.
Yes, let's discuss. With this very one, we will begin to go straight to this very Supreme Court matter. Why I won't start with this very Supreme Court matter before we go look at where they can't dance, where Wike they dance for Rivers State, and the people will be saying they beat the drum for them. Before I get to Wike, make we look at our case for court, because on Tuesday we will get adoption of the address where we say all the petitioners and the respondents then go do the adoption of their matter, and once they do the adoption of that final written address, now be say judgment time don't they reach. So make we begin to prepare our mind, say on Tuesday we go talk about them. However, tomorrow we be say na Saturday, our PO will get meeting with them, make everybody get ready. We might go come live with everybody tomorrow by 6 p.m. Let us discuss as NJ they talk with PO. Now that one now tomorrow if they come, so make we they get ready, make we put our timers on. So with this one, make I discuss this very controversial judgment where we say it come out from Supreme Court, and our people talk say they won't make I for explain how that very matter, how person will no do primary can win. Because when they talk they get wuru primary where we say it there. So Nigerians were shocked when Supreme Court come bring a Senate President Dr. Ahmad Lawan as All Progressive Congress APC senatorial candidate for Yobe North. In the majority decision, the Apex Court also set aside the decision of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which affirmed the decision of the trial court that declared Bashir Machena as the senatorial candidate for Yobe North. Justice Sentus Weze, who read the Supreme Court's majority judgment, held that Lawan's major challenger, Machina, was wrong to have commenced his suit at the trial court via an originating summons in view of his allegations that the APC acted fraudulently in submitting Lawan's name to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as his candidate. Now, make we understand, say, the bedrock of the suit shows that there were allegations of fraudulent practices against the appellants. The first respondent accused APC of fraudulently substituting his name with that of Lawan, that is Machina. Where there is an allegation of fraud, it should not be commenced by an originating summons. Now, so then take Tokam. There was a need to call witnesses to prove allegations of fraud. But in the minority judgments, now that one I want make we dey interested in. In the minority judgments, 5 people take this decision, 3 people talk say Lawa win, 2 people talk say they no agree for that same Supreme Court. And the waiting these 2 people talk go really surprise you. Say we still get people wey be say dem dey that Supreme Court wey be say dem go give good judgment. We get people wey dem dey for that Supreme Court wey be say dem no fit even compromise. Now wetin I see from this one, that's why I wan go to the minority judgment by Justice Emmanuel Ajim and Adamu Jairu. These 2 people said Lawan never participated in APC primary held on May 28, as he withdrew voluntarily to participate in the presidential primary held on June 8, 2002. Now this one, I dey talk say, na real talk. A Supreme Court justice come out, they tell you say, that man no participates. E dey very, very clear. Very, very clear. I like people who say them they emphatic. Very, very emphatic. But make I continue to explain them for now. So now this Justice Ajim said he also disagreed with the majority decision that said, I affirm the brilliant judgment of the appellate court as to the appropriateness of the use of originating summons. Ajim said, in talk say, in the affirm that very judgment where a court of appeal give. Justice Ajim noted that the relevant facts showed the withdrawal of the Senate president from the senatorial race to pursue his presidential bid. It was very clear he withdrew. He further noted that facts in the case show that Machina won the senatorial primary, adding that the APC did not give INEC 21 days mandatory notice before going ahead to conduct another primary election on June 9. He said the APC did not cancel the May 28 election before going ahead to conduct another primary election, adding that INEC did not monitor that June 9 primary election. INEC did not even go there. The appellant has not contradicted that findings of fact. They are perverse or unreasonable. The failure to challenge the findings of fact defeats the entire appeal, Ajim said. Trouble start for this very particular Ajim. Trouble start for Lawa and the person will be say from that their senatorial zone. As we know, Lawa participated actively on the presidential run for their primary. We see him koro where I go there. By so doing, because he was a former senator, he withdrew his senatorial ambition and went for that one. Now, as he come out, that Machina can't win. As that man can't win, he can come back. Now, that very June, the confusion that left the electoral body with no choice but to leave the senatorial district candidacy empty when it released the full list of candidates across the country. This prompted Machina to file a suit at the Federal High Court in Damaturu, wherein they challenged the actions of the APC, praying the court to declare him an authentic senatorial candidate. Now, in September 2022, the court declared him as the winner and order that the APC and INEC recognize him as a candidate, but they never did. When Lawal appealed the judgment, the Court of Appeal in Abuja affirmed Machina as the authentic candidate again. After losing at both levels, the ruling party, APC, took the case to the Supreme Court, where it argued that the primary election held on May 28th of that last year, which produced Machina, was a breach of Electoral Act. Now then conduct that same primary. Now then the same people conducted the same primary. After this man don't lose for the presidential election, which is Lawal, then come now talk say the first one will be say them do no good again. Then can't change them. Go begin they do another primary where INEC no even attend. Why are they emphasized on this? Because now these justices, now then we go meet for there. So what thing will they do? Will they go check the judgments where we say they don't give of recent? Because before we be say that Mohammed Tanko will be the Chief Justice of Nigeria before they there. Fear they catch everybody because of the kind wuru and corruption where they follow the man. But now we don't begin to look. Now what will make European Union begin to shout, they talk about this particular judgment everywhere. Even the one of Abio where they there. Why we say European Union they shout about this? Them talk saying that because of this same judgment, now make US no one or place visa ban for these Supreme Court justices. Make we they look at. So why I they bring this in? Make our people understand wetin happen for that one, and make we the same signal to the people, the justices wey be say in the Supreme Court say we know wetin dey happen, and we dey for Nigeria, and make them know make we will be say we won't make Nigeria good, make we no begin they react. With that one, I go still bring other things wey be say Supreme Court don chook their mouth for inside. Even as the Chief Justice of Nigeria, don't begin to attend parties where we say politicians they throw. We know say judges and justices they suppose they for their own house, they mind their own business. But they know they compromise. But now when they see them, then they go dinner, then they go they praise governors, they praise other government people. Where we say now politicians, all of them be. Our eyes they on judiciary. That's why I they bring this issue. Say, but we still get people where they for Supreme Court where we say they know they agree with waiting the other people they talk. We they agree to now and we they praise on say on do the right thing. With this one, we will begin the waka. They enter for waiting our people they talk for Twitter. We see say this one they come from JP.
JP talk this one say on February 6, 2023, the Supreme Court declared Senator Ahmed Lawan the APC senatorial candidate for Yobe North in a 3-2 split judgment for its 5-member panel. The panel was led by Sentus Nweze. Only Justices Emmanuel Agim and Adamu Jairo dissented. I gave them their flowers. Read what they said.
Yes, so we give them their flowers, means say we dey praise them for coming out to saying the truth. If when I read that very judgment where these people where then they send talk, when I go just no say hope day for that Supreme Court, we still get people where we say them go talk the truth as it day black and white. Then talk them for that very place. But time no dey make we for stay too much for there. But we see say European Union Supreme Court created bad impression on Lawal and also Akpabio's case. Make we go still read that very well. But make we see what in our people they talk about all this one and other things for Twitter. Make we for Vano they go.
Another one be say Alakowe said, what an embarrassment. We lost our voice as the leader of ECOWAS as a result of illegitimacy. Can the judiciary save us from further embarrassment? Kai, this is so embarrassing. All eyes on the judiciary.
Yes, so this one, as he take talk, now part of the things will be say with the talk, say the Tinubu all these things will happen for Niger will be our neighbor for here. We see say talk no dey too much for that very side because of the illegitimate issues wey be say e full ground for FG side. Even ECOWAS they know say the man no jail, not in the no jail. All these things wey be say dem dey do here na court and join. So that very one dey for one side. But make we see wetin I am the law too. As he take talk am.
Okay, now David Hunde EPA talk this one. He say, I'm not actually bothered with who makes the ministerial list of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, cause it won't matter when the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal nullifies the fraud election he claimed to have won and declares the rightful winner Peter Obi as elected. This man is just there temporarily, nothing more, nothing less. Yes,
nothing more, nothing less. Now temporal. He just take possession of the vehicle. As we talked yesterday, where you know if he drive, we don't see him. But make we the waka they go. We get this one from JP General.
Our JP said Labour Party dismisses Bola Tinubu's ministerial list. The Labour Party has dismissed the ministerial list of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a mere list which will not make any impact on the lives of Nigerians. Chief spokesman of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, Tanko Yunusa, said the list does not in any way concern the Labour Party and as such does not inspire any reaction from the party as it is still in court contesting the mandate of all the Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate as winner of the February 25th, 2023 election.
Yes, I joined them dismiss this very ministerial list. Now from that very list, we they see even David Umahi where we say come out from governor where then they go retirement for Senate. We see say even one commodity make them go for the executive side. How somebody will be say he win koro, he win genuinely in people, he won't lead in people for Senate. He won't talk for him, he won't become the mouthpiece of his own people for Senate. How he go just want abandon and say he won't take ministerial position. I don't know how that one take go. But anyway, make we dey go. We get our own from Jibre Okuteba. Make I talk am as Jibre son take talk am na our own. Say when I saw the ministerial nominees whose names were sent to the Senate for confirmation, I felt terribly disappointed. Apart from Prince L.O. Fagbemi's son, who being own brother, who is a new name and has been an astute legal practitioner of note, most others are the same old politicians. I do not know why we keep recycling politicians who have put us in democratic quagmire. Those who have no respect for the sovereignty of the people. Those who have no regards for party and democratic discipline. We reward indiscipline with political appointment. Now so Jibril Okuteba take the talk. And every time when they talk, they always listen because if they talk the thing as he take be for him mind. He continues say, why do we reward political insubordination with political appointments? When you see some of these people whose names have been submitted, you can see that some were ministers before. Some went to be governors and senators and then back to ministerial office. In the midst of our current challenges, we keep recycling those who have been part and parcel of our current political woes. Most of these persons have demonstrated enough intolerable disdain for democratic growth that they should rest and allow other good Nigerians to work. There is no renewed hope in some of these nominees. What new ideas are some of these old recycled hands bringing on table to grow our democracy and democratize development? Honestly, why it is the right of the government to make appointment, it is not right to recycle people as done here. We see another one from our own JP, that is the judiciary on trial.
JP talk this one, says some of the names you see on that ministerial list are those who have been compensated for rigging the 2023 presidential election. The judiciary must disqualify Bola Tinubu to save our democracy. The judiciary is on trial.
Yes, the judiciary is on trial. That one, no doubt about that one. But I want these very names where in the talk, and all of our people they talk for here about rigging this election. Wike is number one of them. Wike is of them, as we can see. But make we see how Bookers take talk am.
Bookers say the fact that Tinubu appointed the most dreaded election rigger, Wike and El-Rufai, means APC has run out of potentials and ideas. Expecting Tinubu to do better than Buhari is laughable. You appointed people who have been messing their states up and expect a miracle.
Na renewed hopelessness, as our own barrister take talk am. Renewed hopelessness. But make we see wetin Wike talk myself before we get into our distinguished field marshal. I want that very thing wey be say Wike talk when him dey condemn APC. Him talk say lie for him life, him no go try APC. Now that's why we dey come back, we dey talk say this same Wike wey talk say PDP get their own problem, but that problem him call am say na malaria. But him talk say the problem wey this APC get no be e don pass 4th stage cancer. He say na full blown. Say the moment when you enter APC or anything that concerns APC, he say make you already tell your God say you wan visit am. Say na die, na kpai be that one. But make you no be say na me talk am. Make we hear as we can take him own mouth take talk am. Let's just take a listen.
I
get malaria. My cancer defined. Why they talk like that? I get malaria. Where they easy to treat. Now one man go cancer, one go die immediately. Which party? APC. I have no idea talk like that. Party we don't kill Nigeria. Where we go now? Every fight where they fight my PDP, I go fight them there. If they win me, they win me. If I win them, I win them down. I need to run that, but I may not send them fit to win me. I will not there, will fight them there. But to lead PDP, we get malaria, go APC, we get cancer. Ah. Come, and the stage of the cancer, where they for APC, now the 4th stage, where they say, doctor, they talk say, it's the hard. If I want, they say, now 4th stage, make it call God, say, okay, it don't happen. Now I want to make I go.
You see, Mr. Sari Lukubo led us in a song. I want to sing that song for analyze. Turn by turn, oh.
He's so famous.
Turn, oh. Turn by turn, oh. My sister, wait for your turn.
Well, all right.
The truth is, it's Wike's turn. So, whatever I said before, you are trying to think Nigerian politicians have integrity, said he will not leave his party. That was just talk. Politicians only go where suits their interests. So it's their turn. It's his turn now. After all the work he did in Rivers State, the work that he did so well that some people were even pitching that, would you say you should win just 25%? You won the whole state. And you expect him not to claim anything for work done? No, Oji, it's not possible. So do not believe all the things he said before. Now the PDP does not rock his boat again. And I'm sure if you ask him, what is wrong with the state of the cancer of APC? Now, he will say that stage 4 cancer is in remission. That's what he's going to say. So don't believe politicians too closely. I think what we should think about always is the development of our country. Today, politicians will say you are the best thing ever. Tomorrow, they will say otherwise. And let me tell you, this thing is never deep or personal for them. All right? When you look at it, if today the values does not align again and he needs to move to another party, he will do it. But I think it's incumbent on this party that doesn't have the oomph to be able to push him out when he's done something wrong. Because this man has definitely worked against his party. He's been antagonistic to his party. He's done everything to bring his party down. And he's gotten away with it. So the PDP does not have the bites to be able to deal with him. So he's just shown it in the face.
Hear am as the man take him out, talk say APC na cancer. No be ordinary cancer. Na the one wey be say e don reach the 4th stage wey be say na kpai. Na so he take talk. Him talk say nothing go make am port. Nothing go make am port. But make we don see now. Now the same thing he take dey deceive people wey be say dem dey follow am. Then they talk say na G5, na integrity group. And even the Chief Justice of Nigeria go dey talk say G5 na better people and all that. Meanwhile, their own leader of the G5 na election rigger, confirmed election rigger. But make we carry the go to wetin our distinguished Field Marshal talk.
Our General Oluchi said, ministers or no ministers, we do not care. Tinubu knows why he didn't attach specific portfolio to his nominees, which means that he's not ready to pick a minister yet. He's just doing it under pressure. However, the main issue here are that Tinubu did not win the election, nor did he get at least 25% of votes in FCT. He also committed a series of crimes abroad and in Nigeria, then committed perjury in this election, which are grounds for automatic disqualification.
Yes, so na grounds for automatic disqualification because the series of crime wey be say e commit no be small one. But perjury dey for that one na for this country na im commit perjury. You understand me? Yes. That one na grounds for automatic disqualification as our own General Oluchi take talk am. You know dey no be small thing. But again, make we take a look to another of our people as wetin dem dey talk. As for inside Twitter, make we look at David Hundeyin. He said, you can spend the country's entire budget on bribing and appeasing the military so that you can remain in office as an illegitimate head of state. But rest assured that after you bankrupt the country, the same military you have been appeasing will seize that power from you. This one, they come out from David Hundeyin. You wanna see say our people will be say that space where they give them for Twitter, then they use them well. No be if we dey go for even our national dailies, you know go dey see most things wey be say go dey happen for Punch, for Vanguard and that one. That one na confusion, dem go just dey say, but our people dey really talk. So with that very one, make we see wetin Angela Philo talk for our own people. Na Philo
talk this one, say these guys stage a coup against the masses. They suppressed, hijacked, kidnapped, and subverted the people's votes and imposed Tinubu, a gangster and drug lord, on Nigerians. Next coup will be from masses if the court fails to disqualify Tinubu.
Una hear that one. Una hear am. This one get as e be. See, I say the coup will be from masses. That is people will be say their mandate dey storing. When that one happen, but when una look that side, una go see the three people wey anchor the coup against over 200 million Nigerians. That is Muhammadu Yakubu and Festus Okoye. Una go say with that woman wey be say dey by the side, she no dey spare. Now all of them orchestrate that coup against over 200 million Nigerians. But dem go hear am. Dem go hear am. We'll get this very one from Odo Akaji. He talked something.
Odi Boy said, Bola Tinubu lacks credibility and legitimacy to lead ECOWAS. South African Broadcasting Corporation, the Nigerian judiciary must stand with the Nigeria electorate, who voted for a new Nigeria that we can be proud of.
Yes.
All eyes on the judiciary. Tinubu must go. Tinubu must be disqualified.
Yeah, this one, waiting Odi Boy, they bring for us. Now, waiting they go on for ECOWAS and across the African, not just the West African sub-region, but the entire African continent. Every broadcasting organization, they talk how the illegitimacy where they happen for Nigeria now, they affect ECOWAS. When we say they don't even get mouth to talk again for waiting they happen to our neighbor for Niger, where things will be say if they go wrong for that side. So with that very one, I go want make we hear from their own man how they take talk am for their own side, because the illegitimate something not be only for Nigerians, not be only obedience know that one, but the world know, Africans know, will If they go around, every news outlet, even the mainstream media, all of them, they talk the same thing. Nigeria no get voice again because of who them put for that very place. Until in hand begin the hot and he go release that mandate. Now that time, Nigeria go regain its glory. We know that one. Let's take a listen as in take talk and for South African Broadcasting Corporation. Let's take a listen.
Someone asks us, well, what is the role of Africa Command? I say it's bringing whole of government and bringing regional solutions to our African partners when asked.
And then at the same time, the neighboring country of Niger, Mali, we've just seen now that the US there also have placed sanctions on some of the military officials. What does this all mean then for the ECOWAS region?
It's quite unstable right now. And unfortunately, you have the chair currently, it's Nigeria, and the president of Nigeria, you know, he's also facing a lot of pressure in his country in terms of how the election panned out in terms of the results. Some questioning the credibility of the elections. He issued a strong statement yesterday, but already when you read the reaction to that statement, people were already saying, you yourself, you are not legitimate. And therefore, this time around, ECOWAS is not as strong as the ECOWAS that we are used to. You'd recall when there were challenges in the region previously, they were quick to react and to respond. And there was that credibility because those who were speaking at that time, who were leading the regional body, had credibility. But right now, it's on a very shaky ground.
I don't see them where we say everywhere. The thing they koro no be say na something where we say then they hide everywhere across the world inside our own Africa. Then they talk say issues they for this very presidential election. So when EU they talk, even other people where the other place, then they see, then they listen, and then they watch waiting with the talk too. So that one now, so it take be we get our people as they continue to the talk. We would like to the showcase waiting our people they talk, make other people they know say everybody no keep quiet. Obedience they still they talk wherever then they spread their message, make other people they see. We see how Judge Back take talk for his own here.
Judge Back told this one say, dear presidential election petition tribunal judges, it is no secret. The world knows the truth, and it would be unwise for you to smear yourself in muddy waters of illegalities.
Yes, so he said, uphold the constitution, save the country, and save yourself. The whole world knows that Tinubu is an illegal president, according to how intake right and for inside here. The question is, are you going to enable such illegality? Now, so intake talk. But make we see how our own Miss Piels take bring her own come.
Miss Piels said, today is a good day to remind everyone that Tinubu's sole witness, Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, confirmed that Tinubu was indicted in the US for drug dealing and money laundering, and he forfeited $460,000 to the US government. EFCC also confirmed he is a criminal by virtue of this forfeiture. We are getting there.
Yes, of course, we are getting there. Now that one, our own Miss Piels, where we say every day she go come out, she go to use her own medium, they do her own little way. So everybody, they contribute their own way, they speak their mind about the coup, where we say they do for our head. Also, we get this one for like minds for P2B as she take talk am.
Like minds for P2B talk say Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu lacks legitimacy and credibility. Consequently, his chairmanship for the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, have left the regional body on a very shaky ground. South African Broadcasting Corporation, now talk this one, saying Nigerian soldiers finally declare coup despite Tinubu's warning.
Yes, so now so we take Sia. Make we take another one.
Spotlight Abe said, I downloaded all the petition, presidential election petition tribunal documents, court sections, written addresses from US Maxwell's Google Drive, and having poured through most of them, I can confidently asserts that justices would have been had time explaining to the world if Tinubu is not disqualified at least. Obedient as sellers, and we have shown it everything we have done. In particular, putting all the court documents within our reach. That means that any judge in this world or interested parties like media houses, international civil society organizations, and election monitoring groups all over the world can review the issues before our courts and reach their own conclusions. Brethren, nothing is shrouded in secrecy here. As such, there is no room for shady fraudulence, as well-meaning Nigerian says. As Dati often maintains, the Nigerian's constitution is not a mess. It's meant to be read and understood to a very large extent. On my own, I have often opinion that when a process is transparent, it also enjoys the benefit of liability and rigor. And by rigor, I mean that people who are involved in that process are compelled to be more accountable, to put in their best and try to do things excellently. This is where INEC totally failed Nigerians after flouting its own mandatory guidelines. Truly, transparency remains our best tools as obedient. From time and resources we collectively put into voters' education and mobilization to how we follow the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal period. In a few days, I will put together a summary of the salient issues in our case that wowed me. There is no way APC, INEC, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu can wriggle out of them. Our case is watertight. All eyes on the judiciary. Tinubu must be disqualified.
Yes, so Tinubu must go. Now, so then take talk. Let's take more look on some of the things where we say if they come out for this hour as we are looking up to the judiciary.
JP told this one, say, how did Justice Chidi Dauda, retired Justice of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, said in the case of Salah versus Alba in 2017. He said this court must take the lead in righting the wrongs in our society if and when the opportunity presents itself, as in this appeal, allowing criminality and certificate forgery to continue to percolate into the streams, waters and oceans of our national politics would only mean our waters are and will remain dangerously contaminated. The purification effort must start now and be sustained as we seek, as a nation, to now change from our old culture of reckless impunity. The Nigerian Constitution is supreme. It desires that no one has ever had presented forged certificate to INEC should contest election into Nigeria National Assembly. This is clear and sacrosanct, more compelling as a judicial determination had been taken by no less a technical panel sitting in at least a panel of 3 judges as election tribunal with constitutional mandate to determine such issues such as they relate to election and its outcomes, including eligibility. This has also been affirmed by the trial court in this appeal. On these issues, our duty is to apply the Constitution and the law in its stats, originally formed, undiluted by correlated interpretation. We are going to see this one now for page 26 to 31, paragraph E, B. He said, if you are still standing on the mandate of a certificate forger who presented false certificate to INEC during the 2023 election, get ready for massive disgrace. Disqualify Tinubu now.
Yes, so the one where I like there is saying a mandate of a certificate forger, make we carry the go because we no get time. Our time they give us signal make we do quick.
Yes, so from Obaze, this is the worst form of despicable desperation. APC throw team Agbado Irats took a photo of P2B taken on a Virgin flight on Friday, 21st July, and photoshopped Simon Ekpa into it. For credence, they added at Aisha Yusuf, at this rate, this Baptist team will undo Lai gang.
Yes, so if una look this one, una go see another thing where we say impersonation don't start again. Then don't become as Obaze take talk then don't begin the position themselves again, begin to impersonate His Excellency P2B. See person where we say he take picture with our own head PO. And that very they show the book where the man write say a mat of roses. But guess what? Then go carry another person, go position with P2B. They don't do this thing before. Where we say then talk say P2B go for Villa, go meet Tinubu. But guess what? P2B come talk say no be true this one be. So here we don't label and show say this one na fake news. P2B no dey together with that very person wey be say na Simon Ekpa wey be say he carry book where they show himself. But if una see for the original one, una go see say na PO himself and Aisha no dey for him back. For the one wey be fake, una go see say dem carry Aisha go put for him back again. And all this one we talk say na Bola Ahmed Tinubu people, na people wey be say then they want to bring confusion. Make talk they pass from their own side. Make them just they talk things so we say no get meaning. But we get people who say reply them there, and they reply so we say they reply for there 9 day for there. But be like say we don't quickly pass that one as a producer. Don't begin to give us signal make we do quick. So this one we get them from JP.
JP said the adoption of final written addresses of the petitioners and respondents at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal Court of Appeal has been scheduled for next week Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. We are getting there. The judgment day is near. P2B is coming.
Yes, so P2B is coming. That one date where we say court go see it, where we say then go do adoption of written addresses. Tuesday, 1st of August. I don't talk am before, I dey talk am again, make we dey ready. Once we do this adoption finish, na the judgment day, because judgment day dey very, very close. So our prayers go out to the PO, to the lawyers, and even the tribunal panel judges for touch their mind, make them for help rescue Nigeria as it take be. Make we hear this one from General Oluchi.
Our General Oluchi talk this one as today for our mind. She talk say, well, the good news is that Nigerians are good at eating Dangote spaghetti, buying his cement and sugar. But when it comes to employment, Indians are better skilled and will be paid well. That's the message I'm getting here. I remembered I advised vividly to Nigerians just few days before the election concerning these corporations that don't care about them. But since that advice was taken with a pinch of salt, it no longer matters. This is your reality.
Yeah, the reality where General Oluchi, our own, they talk for here. They talk say they know they employ Nigerians. Now Indians and they employ talk say Nigerians know they're skilled for Dangote. So it be like say that very stone. Now for Dangote they try and make it for they employ our people who be say then they underemployed and people who be say they no even get job. Say why the Dangote refinery is planning to hire 11,000 trained employee from India. Why ignoring young Nigerians, young people from the Nigeria and other African nations? They revealed that the Sub-Saharan African Skills Apprenticeship Stakeholders Network, now then talk this one. The organization remarked on Wednesday that the reason for the neglect was that young people from Nigeria lacked the necessary abilities to do the task. The network stated in a communique following its 2-day conference in Abuja that it had decided that each African nation should create a national scale qualification framework to facilitate labor movement across the nation. The Regional Organization Secretary General, Osman Sela, signed the statement which was made public on Wednesday. And then talk many other things, so we say it happened for Dangote refinery, and the fact be say make them for employ people. This one where we see here, talk say wetin we order na P2B, and the thing where be say then they impose for us na as them take put am for their tweet na our people just dey show make we for no say see the order, the things wey be say get fat for body, wey be say their body they still dey shine na the thing where our eyes dey na wetin we order. We no order this hardship wey dey on Nigerians. We no order fuel scarcity. We no order bag of rice for 50-60,000 naira. We no order fuel for 600 naira and above. We no order dollar to become 800 to 900 naira. We no order all those things. With this one, I go talk say we don't dey reach where the producer go even yank us come on, because our time don't give us serious signal. But I dey greet all of us, all the obedience worldwide, make them for like and share this video, make the other people know wetin our people dey talk, because they say togetherness, now that one na go help us, so that our prayers go dey go together. Make we like and share, and then make comment wey go help others, not comments wey be say go dey come from opposition but our own. Make we no forget to put notification against tomorrow by 6 p.m. PO will be live. I go give una a reminder again before that time tomorrow. Like and share. With this very one, I go carry my gift angel. Make we for Vanna. They carry our kaya come off for studio.
My lovely and intelligent, obedient worldwide. Our case now watertight. Yes, we are getting to the promised land. Ahmed Lawal, no contest, no primaries, no campaign. The 3 judges just carry judgment given, neglecting the person who do all the suffering. He's just reaping where he did not sow. All eyes on judiciary. We are watching them closely. Thank God say obedience are always ahead of them. Every step ahead. Any evil they are planning, we dey watch them. We dey watch them, and God will keep exposing them. Judiciary, you are on trial. Do the right thing. We no ask for too much. We only ask for justice and fairness. Now our mandate na be the whole thing. Yes, make una no do wuru. Corruption, we no want am. Now waiting our principal won't fight. Corruption is fighting back, but by his grace, we'll get to the promised land. Thank you so much, my lovely people. Begin to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you for being with us. We love you, but God loves you more. Bye for now.